Welcome back once again to our program, our news program that's hitting current events now. If you are a first-time visitor, please like and subscribe, as this will help us grow. Um, this week, we want to ask the question, or we want to focus on ICE and its arrest of illegals. And do you agree with the mass deportation of these illegals? ICE is out in full force in many of our major cities and states and towns. Just alone in Dallas this week, 20,000 were rounded up. In Houston, 21,000. New Orleans, 13,000. In Chicago alone, 11,000. Miami, 13,000. And in New York, 3,000. New York City, 2,000. Atlanta, 12,000. And the list goes on in the major cities of the deportations that happened over the week, just over the week, rather. It is the goals that they are looking to generate for the capture of illegals is around 30,000 per week, and as they ramp up things here with ICE, it's just starting to ramp up to deport a lot of these illegals here in the United States. The question I pose to you, do you agree with the ICE rounding up these illegals and deporting them? It is now being told that they will use Guantanamo Bay as a staging place to keep them until they can deport them. And what do you think about that? Should Guantanamo Bay be used to hold the illegals until they are taken back to their original countries? And do you agree with the deportation in the way that it's happening? Many people said that the president ran on this and he's only fulfilling the promise that he made to the American peoples to deport these illegals who he said some are rapists and some are thugs and killers. And so the Homeland Security officer who's over this ICE says that they're getting out the most dangerous first. They will start with those who are who committed crimes against Americans. They will be the first to be deported. But as we've seen over the last week on social media, different Hispanics on there crying because their loved ones have been deported. A mother, she was deported, and she was crying, can I have my children? Can I take my children? And unfortunately, they took her and her alone. And so we've seen a lot of these videos here in the last week up on social media where a lot of these Hispanics are crying and screaming and saying that they were betrayed by the president. But he did campaign that he would get rid of the illegals. So he just held to a campaign promise. What do you say on this? This is something that we're going to watch ramp up, and it's probably going to get more excessive. It's certainly they're just now starting to ramp this thing up. As we go on into the year and we start seeing more and more of this, what do you think? Do you believe that this is something that we should do? Should it have been done a long time ago? The 30,000 per month is a lofty amount, and they more than likely will need more than Guantanamo Bay if that's the amount they're shooting for per month. That ends up quickly getting up to 100,000 within 3 months. So we're going to be seeing this as it goes on into the year. As they said that they want to they're going to detain those who they find in these major cities and deport them. The crackdown has begun, and we suspect that it will go on for quite indefinite. Uh, what do you think that will do for, as far as some say, the economy? Some of the farmers who rely on a lot of these migrants to pick their vegetables and the crops and so forth are concerned that they may not have enough help to get the crops picked, to get the fruit and the vegetables out and get them to market on time. Do you think that there should be a certain amount that we keep for those mediocre type jobs? Certainly that will become an issue as we continue on with the migrant the deportation of these migrants. So I come at you to ask these questions because this is something that we're going to see in the news, and so we may as well talk about it, get used to it. It's going to be a part of our life because this is a campaign promise that the president is seeing through. And so as the year draws in, we will see this. Will it have an effect on the economy? Will it have an effect on just the country in a negative manner? Drop down in the comments and let us know if you agree with this. If you don't agree with it, what is your viewpoints on it? But until the next time, we'll come back at you with much more information. We always want to bring up ideals. We want to give you something to think about and to leave you more educated and informed when you come in to visit with us. Until the next time, take care of yourselves and be good to one another.